This review brought to you by ages 3 and up. Set against the backdrop of a world where World War II never ended and the humans have fought desperately and quite ignorantly, and they destroyed the planet to the point where everyone needs to wear gas masks and the world is so polluted. Here's the first release. It's the Stronghold 4 Eyes. This is from the Acid Rain, the War and Pollution series. What's cool about the box, you can reach in there and touch the actual figure and feel the texture. I don't have it in there though. This right here indicates the color. So as you can see, the box has a very dingy, gritty feel to it, and the box art is really, really cool. With the figure out, this is a paint job that would make any modeler or customizer proud. I mean, check out the weathering detail on this bad boy. It's full of texture, it's full of color variations. It actually looks like this piece has been used for years and has just been beat up and set in a world that's polluted. And you can see all the markings and go into the details of the treads. It looks really, really cool. Here on the back, it's got a panel that you can flip down eventually, if I had some fingernails. And there's a switch in here. We'll get that into a little bit. As far as what it can do in tank mode, the turret turns quite snug. These open. Again, if I had some fingernails, these would be a lot easier to open, but they do. The shells do come out. You can slide them out and pose them somehow, either one of the figures holding it or whatever. You have the flip down stands here that include peg holes. So any 3/4 scale figure, such as a G.I. Joe or Marvel Universe figure, can stand and do a dance on the side there on the platform. Yep. So what else does this offer? Well, when you look, it's not just a tank. This is the only 3/4 scale figure I really have. It's a G.I. Joe. It's a Firefly Head on a Jurassic Park body. So you could pop this open there in the cockpit. Position your figure to sit down. Slide them in. And they go right inside of there. It's nice. This one is a pretty good size figure. And yes, there is a poster inside of there. Interesting little touch. I did not notice. I don't know what movie that is. But she's wearing a bikini and not a mask. You can open this here, the cockpit, to if they wanted to get some fresh, polluted acid rain air, and you can close it. And what's cool about this, it transforms into a mech, a biped machine. It's quite simple. You separate the arms from the lower leg units. They pop apart. Now out of the package, these are a little tight due to the paint, but once you transform it once, you'll be alright. So those slide down. The hips fold back. You gotta keep the legs down. There's some peg holes in there. Slide those together. Then the feet, or yeah, I'm calling them feet. Those rotate down to brace the weight of the figure. Set them back, the hips do pop back. Flip up these arm panels here on the sides. I mean, well, on the tops, really, if you look at it. So you flip those up. The arms slide out, bend there, and rotate them down and flip up the shoulder pieces to reveal the 303-34. And there you have it. A nice, satisfying transformation which really changes the look. As far as articulation, he has the hips, the thigh swivel. That is needed to help brace the stance better, angling them back. He does have some little pointy toe thingies going on. Ratcheting at the elbow and bicep and shoulder. So you can set him down. And I really like this. All the screw holes are covered up. And, you know, that really is a really nice touch for high-end figures. And we get in there to see what the light switch does, and bam, you have glowing monitors. How cool of a touch is that? So how curious are you about how bright they are? Well, let's check it out. Here it is, a complete darkness. Open up the cockpit. Yeah, these are some really bright LEDs in there. Actually, I don't think they're LEDs. I think there's something else. But you can see the face lit up. It's not really that great on camera, but it's a really cool little feature. So there you go. If you are into high-end collecting mechs, this is definitely something you'd like in your collection. There's a full army coming out and a whole slew of cool mechs and vehicles. So keep an eye out on these guys. Acid Rain, ORITOYs.com.